Atlassian is always making changes, and I used to have a manager that said the only constant thing in life is change. And today we're going to be taking a look at some news that Atlassian just released, and I'm going to kind of give you my interpretation of what not only these news mean for you, but I'm also going to predict a little bit about what the future is in store for the rest of the Atlassian products, specifically Jira and Confluence, which, as you all know, are Atlassian's bread and butter. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like if you get value out of this video. And in the comment section, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions, your predictions, and let me know if you agree or disagree with my analysis here. So let's jump into an article that Atlassian published, which is going to be linked down below. So you make sure you check that out. And while you're down there, make sure you check out that Linktree, because if you need any one-on-one help, or you just have some questions, or you want to support the channel, I got a membership opportunity, free courses, paid courses, merch, all the great stuff. So let's just jump into it and let's start chatting about Atlassian's latest news with respect to Bitbucket. But again, we're going to talk about Jira and Confluence as well. Right, so here we are. This is an article published January 27th, so just today, depending on where you're watching this. I am recording on January 27th. And the title is Important Changes Coming to Bitbucket Cloud's Free Plan. Now, if you're not a Bitbucket user, you might be going, hey, Alex, I don't really care about this. We use GitHub, we use GitLab, we use something else. But this is still a very important moment in Atlassian's history, because as you can see, as we go through this article, Atlassian is introducing limits. Atlassian, since the beginning of time, really since many, many years ago, they were always a huge proponent of like free. They were always a huge proponent of giving things away for free. And now, as we turn into 2025, everything is just so expensive, and things are going to be more limited in the Bitbucket world. And as you can see here, we're going to get mainly three things that are going to be impacted here. Number one, your storage limit is going to go down to 1 GB. Your snippets and downloads are going to be no longer available for free workspaces, and your pipeline logs are only going to have a retention period of 90 days. Now, this might not be a big deal. Most of you are probably on a paid version of Bitbucket, or you're on a paid version of another tool like GitHub or GitLab, and you might not care. But the reason I'm concerned, the reason I'm making this video, is because this shows a continued trend in how Atlassian is treating their free products. And most of you probably won't care, right? Most of you are like, hey, Alex, we're just so big, we don't even benefit from the free version. But I think it's the principle of things. It's the principle in the culture that Atlassian used to have, used to nourish so much, because it used to be that if you wanted to try these Atlassian tools, one of the reasons why Jira was so enticing, or any of the other Atlassian products was so enticing, is because you could get started for free. But not only that, not only were you getting started for free, but you were also able to experience the entire product for free. There was a limit to how many users, there was a couple of limits here and there that they would put, but now it almost seems like pointless to even have a free tier. And the same thing can be said for Jira and Confluence, because a lot of the features like Atlassian Intelligence or backups, or really anything at this point, right? Any really worthy feature that you want to use, you have to upgrade to the premium version of Jira. And standard makes less sense, and free is just like completely out of the picture. So this really does beg the question of like, why would Atlassian even continue to offer a free tier? Because it doesn't look like in the future a free tier is even going to be possible. And that now begs the next question of like, okay, so if Atlassian gains so much popularity from just being so accessible, what happens in the future? What does this mean for the value of Atlassian? And is Jira and Confluence and all these tools getting so big that they'll eventually turn into the rallies and the ServiceNows of the world that we just don't like, right? One of the reasons why we were so gravitated towards these tools was not because they were the best, especially with the new UI, which I'm not very happy about. Watch my video link down below where I talk about Jira's new UI. It's not a beauty in the product. It's not even a feature of the product, because there's so much competition. You got your Mondays, Asanas, ClickUps, Airtable. Everybody's doing sprints. Everybody's doing stories. And even Atlassian's kind of even going away from those fundamentals, right? So it just begs a lot of questions. It makes me ponder and think about what's next? Like, what happens? Because Atlassian is slowly becoming this company that maybe is not as inviting to a new organization. Maybe you're thinking about starting a startup. Now, Atlassian does have Atlassian for startups where they give you up to 50 users a year for free of their products. That might be an option for you, but there are some requirements you have to go through. But for everybody else, maybe you just want a cool project management tool. And Jira used to be a really cool one. It used to be that with free, you could get all the bells and whistles, or at least a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but you used to be able to get a lot of the experience for free as long as you kept that under 10 users. But now that's not really the case. You really, if you want to experience Jira at this point in 2025, you kind of really have to start paying, not even for standard, but all the way up to premium. And so we're seeing this here today with Bitbucket, but I would predict that over the next coming months, and if not next couple of years, we're going to see something very similar happen to Jira, where it might be free for like 5 users, or they might just have a super limited. You can only create a board or create a project or something like that, right? I can see them adding more and more restrictions and pushing more and more people towards that premium, more expensive version of Jira. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? I know that my opinion might not be the most popular about this, but for me, it's just sad. I think Atlassian again is when I started having that $10 perpetual license, that was so interesting, right? That was unheard of in the industry, and it definitely helped propel Atlassian into the dominant player they are today. But as history shows, you might be the top player today, but things like this, I don't think will keep you in the number one spot. I think this opens up opportunities for challengers to come in, people that don't necessarily care about stockholder value because they're a startup, they have new ideas, they have funding. And I think it creates an opportunity. I think it's going to create an opportunity where maybe if Atlassian's not careful, they don't look at their blind side. This stuff here that we're looking at, limiting the free features, which is limiting features or pushing people towards a more expensive plan, that might not bode so well with the community. And maybe, just maybe, there might be a new contender that we'll be talking about in 5 to 10 years. Anyways, let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Those are my thoughts. This is my initial reaction when I see this. These are the ideas that come to my mind. These are the thoughts of, this is not good. This is not a good precedence. But I'd love to hear and let me know in the comment section what you think. Am I overreacting? Maybe, possibly. But again, only time will tell. And I'm hoping at least I have these recorded, right? So at least we'll be able to look back at these in 5, 10, 15 years and see if I was ever right about these. But for right now, I'm a little scared. I'm a little worried for Atlassian. But I'm also bullish because it creates new opportunities, right? So if you're a new company, a new startup, and you're thinking of like, hey, this is going to create new opportunities because at some point, the prices of Jira and Bitbucket, in order to have a good experience, they're going to be unattainable for the common folk. And maybe you're a family, maybe you're just a small business, maybe you're just a mom and pop shop that is looking for some organization, for a place to put your stuff. And these tools might just not be accessible anymore, but it's a great opportunity for another company to swoop in with an opportunity. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Check out my channel. I have over 800 videos. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Drop a like if you get value. And more importantly, in that comment section, let's get this dialogue going. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on what these impacts mean to not just Bitbucket, but the entire Atlassian ecosystem. Again, I'm not very happy. I'm kind of sad, but only time will tell. Make sure you check out that link in the description too. If you want some one-on-one help or if you just have some questions, I'm here to help out. So check out that link, check out my merch store, paid courses, free courses. I got a book, I have all kinds of resources for you. So check out those links down in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next one.